Good evening to you. Thanks for watching Live at 5. I'm Greg Kerr, and we are social distancing.
That we are. I'm Tiffany Murphy tonight in the KFDM newsroom. Obviously, our top story tonight, those storms that are slowly easing, but they've sure left a lot of cars flooded out. KFDM's Angel San Juan and chief photographer Justin DeYoung coming back from a story and saw some flooding there. We're waiting on that video right now, but let's check in with Chief Meteorologist far from COVID-19. Meantime, another 3 million Americans filing unemployment claims this last week. That brings the total number. Meantime, 2 witnesses told lawmakers on Capitol Hill today the Trump administration ignored early warnings of supply shortages. And the president says he'll be making an announcement next week on the World Health Organization. Remember, the U.S. froze funding to the international agency last month, pending that investigation into its initial response to the COVID-19 outbreak. The city of Wuhan, that's where the original coronavirus outbreak began, says it is testing all 11 million of its residents, and they plan to do that in the city. Closer to home tonight here in Beaumont, the district attorney's office says it is dropping its investigation into Beaumont Mayor Becky Ames' visit to a nail salon, and the state has dropped its investigation into that salon. New worries tonight about coronavirus and kids. In fact, 75 to 100 children in 18. Coming up on the other side of the break, are we done with the rain or is there more headed to southeast Texas? Chief Meteorologist Greg Bostwick will tell us.
We appreciate you choosing KFDM News at 6. I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy tonight in the KFDM newsroom. Sources. Happening now, Texas state parks are slowly reopening after Governor Abbott closed them nearly a month ago amid the coronavirus outbreak. KFDM's Joy Addison explains who can now go camping and the new rules you'll have to follow. And we're told right now a full reopening date has not yet been issued, but Texas Parks and Wildlife will announce that on their social media pages.
Because of those charges.
And tonight we are learning that the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation is dismissing its case against Beaumont Mayor Becky Ames because of that order. Meantime, tonight Beaumont officials announcing several COVID-19 testing options that are now available to citizens as the testing site at Jack Brooks Regional Airport is closing, along with others around southeast Texas. So here's the thing, you're still asked to call that hotline 409-550-2536. When you call that number, you will be able to set up testing through an existing medical facility, and that call center will help you find one close to where you live. But here's the thing, you have to call that number to make an appointment, so we'll give it to you one more time, 550-2536. The identity of a victim is being released tonight, 23-year-old. You know, it's really been a stressful time for all of us. We've all felt it, maybe on different days, and that is the same at nursing homes as they too navigate through the pandemic while trying to take care of our loved ones. KFDM's Victoria White shows us how one Port Arthur Senior Center found a pretty creative way to relieve some stress during this tense time. Goodness, I feel like we all need to do that, right, after living through this COVID-19 situation. So this event that happened at the nursing home closes out National Nursing Home Week, obviously with a pretty big bang. Hill says the Senior Rehabilitation Center's top concern, obviously, always is safety for both its residents and its staff.
Good evening, I'm Greg Kerr as we continue to social distance.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy from the KFDM newsroom. Tonight, Angel, you never disappoint. Tonight in the newsroom, new COVID-19 numbers coming into the newsroom showing 346 cases. Family may still be on cloud 9 after quite the cool surprise. So that unit will be installed next week. If you know someone that needs a new AC and heating system, nominations will be open January 1st. Still to come on the 10 o'clock. Companies nationwide are looking for tools to help them open back up and do it safely. Some are considering thermal cameras so they can track body temperatures. It's in an effort to flag potential cases of coronavirus, but as Joyce Sturman discovered in this Spotlight of America, experts are raising important questions about whether they're effective and whether they're worth the risk to your privacy.
America.
But experts say fever isn't the only symptom to consider when it comes to coronavirus, and it's important to remember some people may be asymptomatic. That's why, if thermal cameras are used, Experts say they should also get a secondary confirmation of the illness. Privacy advocates say any kind of invasive technology used right now should have an end date. Still to come. Hey friends, I'm Tiffany Murphy. A lot of us are still social distancing as we're trying to reopen our economy and figure out what life looks like. And some of us are still struggling. There's a lot of good happening in Southeast Texas and around the country. So, hey, let's talk about that. Who knew a Valentine's Day present could potentially save hundreds of lives? That's exactly what happened. Viter High School science and robotics teacher Amanda Balla says she and her husband are tinkerers, and for Valentine's